The dense, sprawling rainforests of the Amazon basin have long been viewed as pristine wildernesses, largely untouched by human hands. But as we delve deeper into its recesses, an entirely different picture begins to emerge. Most of our earlier perceptions of the Amazon were informed by explorers' tales and early aerial surveys, which gave us a vision of an impenetrable forest and an inhospitable land. The narrative held that this vast expanse was a green desert, with sporadic indigenous tribes living in harmony with nature, barely altering their surroundings. But with advancing technology and more in-depth archaeological expeditions, this story is undergoing a major rewrite. Ancient geoglyphs, vast earthworks, stretching over vast distances comparable in size and complexity to the famous Nazca lines in Peru, have been discovered. These intricate geometric designs, hidden for centuries beneath thick foliage, give testimony to the organized societies that once thrived here. They showcase a level of complexity and artistic expression that challenges earlier beliefs. Further evidence of the Amazon's historic human footprint comes from the blackened, fertile patches of earth known as terra preta. These aren't just random fertile grounds, they're ancient compost heaps, enriched with organic matter, and possibly remnants of ancient pottery. The scope and spread of terra preta suggests systematic agricultural practices and a potentially large population catering to their dietary needs. And then there's the discovery of ancient, now abandoned villages in the very heart of the rainforest. Built with defined structures, these settlements disrupt the long-held belief that large-scale communities never existed in the Amazon due to the rainforest's harsh living conditions. Artifacts recovered from these sites, ranging from tools to ornamental objects, show us glimpses of thriving cultures, sophisticated crafts, and bustling trade routes. All these findings have a profound implication. The Amazon rainforest, as we know it today, might be partly a human-made environment. It's believed that ancient Amazonians cultivated specific tree species for food and timber, subtly shaping the ecosystem around them over generations. The common thread binding these discoveries is the realization that our beliefs about the Amazon have been clouded by the limitations of early exploration tools and perhaps a bit of colonial-era condescension. As new chapters of the Amazon's history continue to unfold, they remind us that civilizations, no matter where they spring up, are capable of marvelous feats, challenging the environment and leaving behind legacies that last millennia. Dive into any story of discovery, and you'll find that the most unexpected revelations often lie in places overlooked or deemed unimportant. The Amazon basin, a vast stretch of dense rainforest, was largely considered an untouched wilderness, a pristine testament to nature's majesty. But beneath its sprawling canopy and amidst its dense undergrowth, whispers of a bygone era started to emerge. This immense jungle, often described as the lungs of the earth, was for centuries thought to be a green desert when it came to human habitation. The thick foliage, challenging terrain, and vast biodiversity seemed to suggest that only small, isolated tribes could have ever called it home. But as the 21st century unfolded and technology advanced, this perception began to shift dramatically. LiDAR, a remote sensing method that uses light in the form of a pulsed laser, started revealing traces of ancient habitation below the forest canopy. When flown over the Amazon, LiDAR provided researchers with clear, detailed images of the ground, even through dense vegetation. It was like having X-ray vision, revealing details hidden for millennia. What it unveiled was nothing short of astonishing. A tapestry of ancient civilizations sprawled across hundreds of thousands of square miles. These weren't just random or isolated structures, these were sophisticated layouts with ceremonial centers, plazas, and intricate infrastructure. Large geometric earthworks, known as geoglyphs, stretched across vast distances, each meticulously crafted, each telling a tale of the people who constructed them. But the discoveries didn't end with mere structures. Excavations at these sites began to unearth pottery, tools, and ornaments, each intricately designed, showcasing the aesthetic values and craftsmanship of their creators. These artifacts hinted at vibrant cultures, thriving societies, and bustling trade networks. One might wonder, how did these vast settlements remain hidden for so long? The thick forest canopy, rapid overgrowth, and the natural processes of decay in the humid rainforest environment contributed to their concealment. Over time, nature had reclaimed these areas, making them part of the forest floor and hiding their secrets from the world. The sheer scale of these revelations has made the Amazon basin one of the most exciting frontiers for archaeological exploration today. Every expedition, every scan, and every dig promises new insights, unveiling chapters of a history that once thrived, prospered, and then vanished into the green abyss, waiting to be rediscovered. The vastness of the Amazon basin is a challenge to comprehend. Stretched over 9 countries, it spans approximately 7 million square kilometers and houses the world's largest river by volume. To put it into perspective, it's almost twice the size of India, or roughly equivalent to the 48 contiguous states of the USA. This sheer expanse has often led to a perception that such a large area was inhospitable for large-scale human habitation, especially considering the challenges the region presents: dense forests, vast waterways, and a rich diversity of fauna that includes both spectacular wonders and threats to human life. Yet the artifacts and settlements emerging from the jungle are challenging this perception, showing that not only did civilizations inhabit the Amazon, but they did so at a scale previously unimagined. The findings suggest that up to 10 million people may have once lived in the Amazon, a number comparable to some of the most populated areas in the ancient world. The geoglyphs, for instance, which were found scattered across the Amazon in their thousands, weren't just small, isolated designs. Some were as large as 13 square kilometers, a size that could easily encompass modern-day cities. The intricate network of villages, roads, and ceremonial centers points towards a level of organization that is nothing short of urban planning. Additionally, the agricultural prowess of these ancient inhabitants was astounding. Dark, fertile soils called terra preta, or black earth, were artificially created by the ancient Amazonians, enabling them to cultivate crops on a massive scale. This not only fed large populations, but also played a role in trade and commerce, giving rise to intricate networks across the region. The technological and social achievements of the people in the Amazon have parallels with ancient megacities from other parts of the world. However, their urban centers, unlike stone cities, were made largely from organic materials, which means they decayed and were reclaimed by nature over time. This might explain why their achievements remained hidden for so long. A significant puzzle that lingers is, how were such sprawling societies governed, organized, and maintained in an environment so dense and challenging? While the exact nature of their governance and societal structures remains elusive, the very presence of such grandeur and organization on such a large scale challenges many preconceived notions. In essence, the Amazon, once seen as a vast, uninhabited green sea, is slowly revealing itself as a cradle of civilization, on a scale few ever imagined. The image of the Amazon basin as an untouched Eden, pristine and wild, is a modern construction. The findings on the ancient Amazon basin civilizations invite us to re-evaluate this image, recognizing the region not just as a natural wonder, but also as a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability. One of the most striking revelations is how these ancient societies may have practiced sustainable agriculture. Instead of depleting the soil, they enhanced it. The creation of terra preta, a rich, fertile soil, shows a sophisticated understanding of agronomy. By adding charcoal, bone, and organic matter to the otherwise poor rainforest soil, they managed to create a substrate that remained fertile for generations. The fact that this soil is still rich in nutrients today, hundreds or even thousands of years later, speaks volumes about their sustainable practices. Moreover, there's evidence suggesting these communities practiced agroforestry, combining agriculture and forestry to create a mutually beneficial environment. This allowed them to cultivate a diverse array of crops, ensuring a balanced diet and reducing the risk of crop failures. The revelations of large-scale, sustainable societies in the Amazon basin are forcing historians and archaeologists to rethink the historical narrative of the Americas. It's becoming clear that these civilizations had a deep understanding of their environment and knew how to manipulate it in ways that were both advanced and sustainable. Beyond merely recognizing their existence, acknowledging the achievements of these ancient Amazonian civilizations challenges the often Eurocentric view of history, where advancements are largely attributed to the known Old World civilizations. Here, in what was thought to be the untouched wilderness, were societies that could rival the complexity and sophistication of their counterparts elsewhere. These discoveries also bring into the limelight the question of how and why such advanced civilizations collapsed. While there's no single answer, the theories range from climate changes to external invasions or even internal social upheavals. One thing, however, is for certain: the shadows of the past often hold mirrors to the present, and there's much we can learn about sustainability, resilience, and culture from the ancient denizens of the Amazon.